Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Capital Area School Development Association Virtual College Fair. We are so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Becca Russo, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/CASDANY. I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter. We have Florida Memorial University. Take it away.
Hello and welcome. My name is Nick Remarco. I am actually the Assistant Director of Admissions at Florida Memorial University, the only HBCU in South Florida, in Miami. I'm proud to be here today to present a little bit about our university. So we have a very small school. Our campus in numbers in total is about 960, 970 students. We do that intentionally. We feel like that's the best way to teach. That's the best way to learn, is in small classroom sizes. We don't believe that auditoriums filled with 150 to 200 students is conducive to a good education. So we keep our campus small. We keep our classroom sizes small. From where I work, I can walk to the furthest point on campus within 7 to 8 minutes, navigating through our very large iguanas on campus. Our university was founded in 1879, so we just celebrated our 142nd year. We were initially in Live Oak, Florida, eventually moved to St. Augustine, Florida, and then in 1968, we ended up in our current location, which is in beautiful, sunny Miami, Florida. We've been there since 1968. A lot of the campus has remained the same, with obvious upgrades having come recently. We have some notable alumni, maybe people you've never heard of because they're not uber famous, but they are experts in their fields. So Barrington Irving, we have an aviation program, and he was the youngest and the first Black person to fly solo around the globe by themselves, and he did it in that plane pictured behind him. We have the first and second African-American female radio chemists, and then Sabrina Fulton, who is Trayvon Martin's mother, is an alum of Florida Memorial University. The Trayvon Martin Foundation is housed in our library, and every summer we host their summer camp on our campus. We have an excellent elementary education program, a lot of student athletes that are excelling in our university, and we are a very, very large international campus. So we have students from over 40 countries represented. Those countries include Jamaica, Bahamas, Trinidad, Germany, Czech Republic, Nigeria, all over the world. We have students that come to stay on our campus. And like I said, we're in Miami, just about anything you could want. Our tagline is "We learn where you vacation," because a lot of people pay a lot of money to spend a week or two in Miami. You can spend 4 years on the beach, museums, sports, art, music, food. We're 20 minutes away from South Beach, from Wynwood, from Brickell. We're a hub for entertainment. So a lot of festivals, Jazz in the Gardens, Rolling Loud, Art Basel and Art Week is here. And then very popular attractions like the Wynwood Walls and the Lyric Theater. We have 13 varsity sports. So although we're a small school, we do have football, basketball, baseball, soccer, track and field. We have women's flag football as a sport. We have women's softball as a sport. We have women's indoor volleyball, and we're the only HBCU with beach volleyball as a sport. Our women's volleyball team won the indoor championship in 2019. It was a little too easy for them. Took those same girls, went outside and won the beach volleyball championship in 2020. So elite volleyball program, up and coming other sports. We have junior varsity basketball. We have what we refer to as the Divine Nine, which is our 9 sororities and fraternities on campus, 40 clubs and orgs. And then our Roar Marching Band. This is year 2 of us bringing back our Roar Marching Band, and ESPN recently released an article stating that we have the #2 marching band in all of Division II, and this is just our 2nd year having a band. So that's a really, really elite program we have on campus. Our different majors, so our Department of Aviation and Safety, which I mentioned before with Mr. Irving, we do have our own plane, we have our own air traffic control tower, and we're located adjacent to an airport. In our Department of Health and Natural Sciences, biology, chemistry, those are 2 of our bigger majors. We also have environmental science and health sciences. Social sciences, our criminal justice, law programs, psychology, sociology, our Department of Computer Science, which is math and all of our computer programs. Arts and humanities, we don't have performing arts, but we do have music, religion, philosophy, communications. And then we have a music productions major, and coming soon, esports with a minor, sports management with a minor in esports. Our School of Business, Accounting, Business, Finance, Marketing. And then, like I mentioned, we have the #5 School of Elementary Education, but we also have secondary education programs like middle school math, middle school English, so on and so forth. The cost to get in for the year, it's $24,186. That's the all-in cost with fees, room, board, tuition. We do have 3 scholarships available. If you're a 4.0 or higher GPA student, you qualify for everything to be paid. 3.5 or higher, we cover your tuition, and 3.25 or higher, we cover half your tuition. Plus, we accept all scholarships and financial aid. And finally, to apply, one requirement to get into our school, 2.0 GPA. If you have a 2.0 or above, you automatically qualify for acceptance to our school. We are test optional, and this is not a COVID thing. This is always, we've always been test optional. SAT or ACT scores are not required to get in. They're recommended for scholarships and for class placement. So you need a 2.0 or higher to get in, no essay, free to apply. We're affiliated with the Common app, the Common Black College app, but the easiest thing to do is just go to that QR code right there where it says apply here, absolutely free, takes 10 minutes, so upload your transcript, within 3 days you get a decision, and we're open for visits Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Becca came on, so it is time for me to wrap it up and turn it over to the next person. If you have any questions, I will be both in the chat and the Q&A session.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have Full Sail University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Miller, and I'm here to talk to you today about Full Sail University. So let me go ahead and get this pulled up. Hope you all are having a nice day. So if you haven't ever heard of Full Sail University before, we are an art, entertainment, media, and technology school. We're located down really close to Orlando, Florida, in a town called Winter Park. This is an awesome area. We're really close to the theme parks. If you're interested in Disney or anything like that, we're close to the beaches, and we're in a very big technology hub in Florida. So I'm going to start by showing a quick video to show you a bit of our campus, and then I'll tell you more about our school. Whoops. All right. Looks like I clicked the wrong thing. Here we go. So you can see at the end of that video, it said, if you are serious about your dream, we'll take your dream seriously. That's our motto at Full Sail, and that's what we're all about. We're a school of very creative people, and everyone has a dream of something they'd like to accomplish out in the entertainment industry. So you can see on the screen right now our areas of study. We currently have over 50 degree programs you could choose from in one of these areas. Some programs are online, some are on campus, and some of them you could choose to do either. Definitely check out on our website the different list of programs. You can also see a full list of every class you would take as a student. But just to kind of summarize, each of our degree programs, no matter which you choose, they are a little different than you may expect from a more traditional university. The first big difference is that all of our programs are accelerated. So instead of taking 4 years, as it would at a traditional school, it takes about 2 years to complete your program from start to finish. So an on-campus student would take 20 months about to graduate from your bachelor's degree, and then an online student would take about 29 months. Another big difference is that we have a rolling admissions, which is pretty standard these days. You can apply throughout the year. But the big difference at Full Sail is that we actually have a rolling start date. So instead of having to wait to start in August or December, we actually start a new class of students every single month throughout the year. So if you graduate high school in May, you could always start with us in June or wait until November or February, whenever you want. We always start new classes. We also offer an initiative for graduates to come back and retake courses in their field. This is free for graduates for the rest of their lives. And the reason why we offer this is because technology changes so rapidly. You know, Xboxes, PlayStations, iPhones, it all changes every year, basically. We want to make sure that our graduates can stay relevant in their industry and stay employable by keeping on top of these technology changes. And then lastly, we have a big focus on career development. We want our graduates to not only do well in their future career, but we also want to prepare them to get a career. That's why they're coming to school to begin with. So 2 ways that we do this are having students complete portfolio projects. That way they can graduate with a collection of their best work. And then we also have them take 7 career modules in things like resume writing, networking, interview skills, just to get them a little more prepared for that career search process when they get close to the end of their program. And our grads have gone on to do some really cool things throughout the years. Just this past summer, we had several graduates credited on the big blockbuster films. I know a lot of them were remakes. We had the new Space Jam, Jungle Cruise, we had a second Suicide Squad, Cruella. Those are just a couple. Earlier this year, we had several graduates that won or were nominated for Academy Awards, Grammy Awards, and also Game Awards. And if you're not so interested in awards, these are just a couple of companies that our graduates have gone on to work for in the past several years. Some students want to go on to work for a big company like Blizzard or Disney. Some would prefer a much smaller company, and some would like to start their own as an entrepreneur. Graduates have gone on to do all of these things, so just know that you could take it in any direction that you would really like to. On our campus, we have a lot of clubs, organizations, and just things you can get involved in. There are a few on this slide, but I do want to highlight our Armada esports team. This is our competitive league. We compete in about 10 different games right now, including Rainbow Six Siege, Super Smash Brothers, and League of Legends. And we compete on our campus in what's called the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress. And right now, this is the largest esports arena on a college campus in the United States. So we're always very excited about that. Last thing, if you are interested in pursuing an entertainment degree and then career, this could be a good place for you to look. I highly encourage you to reach out to our admissions team. They are wonderful. They really just want to help you get a feel for if this would be a good fit for you, and then if you would be a good fit for us in return. So they'll also be able to give you a lot more information about our application process. A few things to know: we don't require the SAT or ACT. We also do not require a minimum GPA score. We realize that it's kind of difficult to measure your success as a creative person through a high school GPA. Our scholarship guide is on our website. Definitely check that out. We just released 2 new scholarships. One is called Creative Minds. It's up to $25,000, and that's for seniors this year. So if you have any questions about anything, I'll also be in the chat, but you can also reach out to me at my email. It's elmiller@fullsail.com. I'll put that in the chat, and I'd be happy to answer your questions at any time. So thank you all for being here today. Becca, thank you for facilitating, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, Emily. Up next, we have the University of Alabama.
Thank you so much. I'm going to share my screen now, and we will get started on our presentation. And hopefully it goes, and here we are. So the University of Alabama, Roll Tide, by the way, I like to start always every greeting. Roll Tide is like hello, goodbye. It's almost similar to aloha. The University of Alabama is a large university. It is located in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which is approximately 50 miles southwest of Birmingham, our state capital. It is also the flagship university of the state of Alabama. By large university, I will mean that we have enrolled this semester almost 7,600 freshmen, which is quite impressive. And also we have 281 National Merit Scholars within those 7,600 freshmen. We have almost 1,000 National Merit Scholars on campus. We are number 2 in the country when it comes to enrolling those National Merit Scholars. We are a 1,000-acre campus founded in 1831. But don't let that size daunt you. We are a very walkable campus. Campus can be covered within a half an hour, corner to corner. Sweet home Tuscaloosa. This is what we like, how we like to describe campus. Tuscaloosa is a thriving city. It has probably almost 100,000 people who live in it without counting the university. Our campus is located right smack dab in the middle of the city. So you will be able to be on campus. It is self-contained, but I know your experience sometimes is not only just about going to college, it's also about experiencing the town. So not only can you go to games at Bryant-Denny Stadium, but you can go downtown and taking concerts at the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater. Or maybe you want to rent a kayak and go kayaking on the Black Warrior River. Or maybe have breakfast at the iconic Ramajama. All of that can be yours if you come to the University of Alabama. So we have approximately, that number went up a little bit. We have almost 39,000 students now on campus when you count our graduate programs, and we are represented by 50 states. A little fun fact is that New Jersey and New York represent the top 10 in states that send their students to the University of Alabama. So New York is actually the 10th in that little data that I like to, I'm so very proud of. It is a little bit further from your home to campus, but there are direct flights out of LaGuardia and Philadelphia to be able to get you to Birmingham. So like I said, we have over 750 merit scholars. That number is now almost 1,000. 59 Goldwater scholars, 300 study abroad programs. We offer 8 schools and colleges, the 9th being our new college, which is our school without walls. We are also proud of our R1 Carnegie 1 research classification, and we also hold 7 honors programs that you can become enrolled in. Become a legend. Well, you have to start by applying. So now our application for the fall 2022 semester has opened, and you can actually apply with our UA application or the Common App application. Fun fact, this week happens to be our free application week. So if you apply and use the code AL22, you will be able to apply to the University of Alabama for free this week. You may choose either platform, and that's fine. You can submit a test score, or you can apply test optional. We will also need your high school transcript. Applications must be submitted by January 15th to be part of our competitive scholarship consideration. So what is that? So our competitive scholarship is just that. Every student who applies this year will be evaluated for a competitive scholarship. There is a holistic evaluation of all of our applications, and you will be awarded a scholarship if you meet these certain criteria. You are going to be in a pool amongst 50 to 60,000 of your friends, because that is how many students actually do apply to the University of Alabama on a yearly basis. If you have a test score and you meet it according to our table, I highly encourage you to apply with it, because those scholarships are automatic. They are not competitive in the least, and you'll be able to receive that money 2 to 3 weeks after your admission decision. This is the table I was speaking of. So here it will tell you if you have a test score, and either one, you don't need both, and a GPA, you will automatically receive the money in the right column. So basically what I tell students is that if you have a 3.5 GPA or above, and you have at least a 1200 SAT or a 25 ACT, to please submit your test score. That way you will automatically get $6,000 a year for 4 years, or $24,000 in whole. Conversely, if you have a 27 ACT or a 1260 SAT with a 3.0 to 3.49, you would receive the same money. So these are the competitive award notifications for our competitive scholarships. All students must be admitted by January 15th. The first round is for students who were admitted by October 15th. The second round is for students admitted by November 30th. And the third and last round is for students admitted by January 15th. Just know that every subsequent round, if you are not awarded a scholarship at that point, you are moved to the subsequent round. So all scholarship applicants will be considered in the third round.
All right, we have to stop the presentation at this point. We're over 6 minutes. So now up next, we have the Savannah School of Art and Design. Take it away.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. My name is Chris. I'm one of the assistant directors of admission here at SCAD, better known as the Savannah College of Art and Design. So I'm really excited to be talking to you today. I'm going to just quickly go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to just do this. Perfect. There we go. So we are, like I said before, the Savannah College of Art and Design, and we are actually one of the largest art and design schools in the entire country. We have over 15,000 students. We're spread out amongst 2 different campuses in this great state of Georgia, and we have 45 majors and 75 minors. That's over 100 different types of degree programs that you can take advantage of here at SCAD. I mentioned before, we're primarily located in Savannah, Georgia, which is an absolutely gorgeous location. I mean, you're talking about a city that's a National Historic Landmark District. Basically, it looks like the entire city has been absolutely preserved since the 1800s. And what's really nice about that is that we have over 80 buildings for our students in Savannah. So when you think about the great art classrooms that you have at your schools, imagine 60 to 70 other buildings just like it. And that's basically the situation that you have down there in Savannah, which has just got some really amazing facilities, especially for students that are interested in animation, fashion, film. You actually have entire buildings to call your own, and better yet, you have 24-hour access to these facilities as well. In addition to being in Savannah, Georgia, we also have a campus in Atlanta, Georgia, which a lot is happening in Atlanta right now. That is quickly becoming a very popular destination for a lot of companies that are moving their headquarters down there, starting their businesses, and really that's led to some amazing employment opportunities for our students. In fact, some of our largest employers come from the greater Atlanta area. So these are companies such as Coca-Cola, Delta Airlines, and then literally across the street from us in Atlanta is the headquarters of Cartoon Network. So for students that want to go into animation, they have a major studio space right across the street from them as well. The interesting thing about SCAD is that when you're accepted here, you are accepted to both locations at the same time, which means you can just switch back and forth between Savannah and Atlanta as frequently as you want. So if you want to start the first part of your first year in Savannah, then do some of your second year in Atlanta, like I said, you can make that transition as quickly and as frequent as you like on that end. When we talk about our majors, I mentioned before, we have a lot of them. We have over 45 majors and 75 minors. So we have a lot of majors here that you're going to recognize from a lot of other art and design universities, such as painting and graphic design and photography, but we also have majors here that you're not going to find at a lot of other different schools, because we are sometimes the only school in the country that has some of these programs. So we have programs such as immersive reality, user experience, themed entertainment design. So for those of you who might want to get into theme park design and roller coasters and rides and things like that, you can actually major in that here at SCAD. The important thing to know is anytime that we start to see that the industry is starting to boom and create a lot of job opportunities for students, we will sometimes create a major to support that one industry. So that's actually why last year we actually started a brand new major called the Business of Beauty and Fragrance, because we saw that cosmetics and fragrances were generating a lot of opportunities and jobs and business. So we partnered with L'Oreal to create this major where students learn how to do product design, package design, marketing and management, and things like that. So it's a really outstanding program on that end. But SCAD is 100% committed to career development. We want to give our students a fabulous education, but we also make sure you have a career by the time that you graduate as well. So through internships, networking events, we do some wonderful co-op programs called SCAD Pro, where we actually bring companies into the classroom with our students. We really want to make sure we're giving our students a lot of opportunities to get face-to-face time with potential employers on that end. When we talk about the admissions process, we are a little bit different than some other art and design schools that are out there. For instance, we do not require a portfolio to get into SCAD. So we are basically we accept students based on their academic profile. And then after that, things like portfolios count towards scholarships. So absolutely still give us a portfolio, because that will just get you a really great scholarship opportunity to come to SCAD as well. We are on the rolling admission cycle, so you can actually apply at any time during your junior and senior year. Yes, you can actually apply as a junior, and that would go ahead and get all that paperwork taken care of for you on that end. We are rolling admission as well, so there's no hard deadlines or anything like that. You can simply apply, and as soon as your application is complete, we can go ahead and review it for admission on that end. In the chat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my contact information. I handle all students that typically come from the great state of New York, but also any students that might be interested in certain majors and things like that. By all means, please reach out to me as well. I'll also put in the chat the discount code for a waiver for our application fee. So this way, if you're watching this and you're interested in applying to SCAD, you can use that waiver code, and this way that'll go ahead and waive the costs of our application on our website as well. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my share here and come back to you as well. But thank you so much. I really appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you. Up next, we have Butler University.
Hello, everyone, and good morning. I think it's still morning, but Chris, that beauty and fragrance program sounds awesome. We have some wonderful universities represented today, so I'm super excited to be with you all. I am going to quickly share my screen here. My name is Kara Short, and I am an admission counselor at Butler University, which is located in Indianapolis, Indiana. I am the representative for New York, so if you have any questions or concerns, I will drop my contact info in the chat box for you today. But as I said before, Butler is located in Indianapolis, Indiana. We are a mid-sized university with about 4,500 undergraduate students. We do have also a small graduate population, although we are primarily a undergraduate focused institution. As you can see there on the screens, we do have over 65 plus majors across our 6 academic colleges. Some of the more popular programs are health sciences, so anyone interested in going into maybe a pre-health route, pre-med, pre-PA, things like that. We also have a 6-year PharmD program that is direct admit that's very popular among students as well. Anything in the natural sciences, we love to get our students into undergraduate research as soon as possible when they come to Butler. So that's another one. We are within the top 5% of business schools in the nation. So we're very proud of that as well. And then our dance program actually ranks 3rd in the country. So lots to offer here, lots of different majors to consider. As you can see there on the screen, we do have an average class size of 24 with a student to faculty ratio of 12:1. I always love to focus on that when I'm speaking with students and families, because it's really important to understand what kind of learning environment that you'll get when you go to a university. So I think it's a lot less daunting to raise your hand in class or talk with your peers in a class of maybe 24 as opposed to maybe 500. So just lots to consider there. You'll be able to develop lots of relationships, not only with your peers, but also your professors. One cool thing about Butler is that all of our classes are taught by faculty members. We don't have any TAs or graduate assistants teaching courses, excuse me, here at the university. So you know that you're learning information from people who know their stuff, right? As you can see there on the screen as well, we do have 130 student organizations. We are also a Division I athletic school. We're actually pretty well known for our men's basketball team. About 10 years ago, our team went to the Final Four back-to-back 2 years in a row. So we got a lot of recognition from that. As far as student organizations go, one that I love to highlight, especially in October, is our club called Haunt, which is basically just a group of students who get together and watch horror movies, which I think is kind of fun. This month they're doing Crime-tober, so they're watching a lot of like true crime documentaries. So I think that that's pretty cool. And then as you can see there as well, we do have a number of study abroad opportunities. About 40% of our students do study abroad. We do have over 200 programs in about 60 different countries, ranging from a full academic year abroad or maybe you just want to spend a couple weeks abroad in the summer. So definitely lots of possibilities for students here. As far as our admission process, we do require, that official transcript from your high school. You can apply via the Butler app on our website at butler.edu, or you can apply via the Common app as well. Both are free. We don't have any, fees associated with applying to Butler. I always recommend students to apply via the Common app just because it's a little bit more convenient for you as a student. We also have our early action deadline of November 1st, which is coming up pretty soon here. And that is basically our early action deadline, but also our scholarship priority deadline as well. So kind of how that works is no matter when you apply to Butler, you're automatically considered for our academic scholarships. Those range from $15,000 a year up to $22,000 a year, and those are renewable for up to 4 years. However, if you do apply before November 1st, you are considered for additional scholarships that you'll be invited to apply for. So definitely lots of financial aid available to students. One thing that I forgot to mention is that we are test optional. I know a lot of universities have different policies on that, so I would encourage you to just reach out to your admission counselors at your different universities that you're considering. At Butler, we are truly test optional for admission and scholarships, so you don't really need to submit those if you don't feel confident in your scores. Lastly, I am going to actually stop sharing because I want you to see behind me, we have our live mascot, Blue. He's very cute. He's about 2 years old. We are actually one of the schools in the nation who has a live mascot. He's pretty cool. His office is just down the hallway from me. Super awesome. So I love to always highlight Blue. So thank you so much and have a great day.
If anyone else wants to share dogs in their presentations, this is the go ahead for that. Just kidding. Up next, we have Alfred University. Oh, and Kathleen, I think you're still on mute.
I am, and
there you go.
Give me just a minute here.
Sure thing, take your time.
There we now, oh my goodness. I hit the wrong button. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see. Here we go. Okay. Okay, can you see all there? Sorry about that. I got all discombobulated, ready to go and hit the wrong thing. All right, so when you all get tired of the warmth of the past schools that you've seen, we're gonna welcome you to Saxon Country. Again, my name is Kathy Torrey. I'm Associate Director of Admission. So let me tell you a little bit about Alfred University history. We've been around since 1836, and we're the second oldest coeducational institution in the country. We were inclusive from the start. We were welcoming international students, men and women, students of color, Indigenous students, well before many other schools in the country. We are located in rural Western New York. It's called the Southern Tier. The village of Alfred is actually a picturesque rural setting and is unique because we're home to 2 colleges, Alfred University and the State University of New York at Alfred. We have a stoplight in the middle of town, and literally if you turn right, you're on one campus. If you turn left, you're on the other. So we are home to higher education being the main industry in the area. This is a quick map of campus. You can walk to one end of campus to the other in about 10 minutes, and you can even do it walking through Main Street. If you're not sure what you want to study, that's just fine. We're really not worried about that. We want you to explore what options are available and figure out what was going to work best for you. Our campus has a real community feel. We only have about 1,800 students with an average class size of about 18, and we have about a 12-to-1 student faculty ratio. So our programs in the School of Art and Design, School of Engineering, a College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences is actually our largest college, about half of our students. We have a College of Business, and we also offer a division of Performing Arts. We have a Center for Academic Success with tutoring services and individualized plans for student achievement, working with our Career Development Center. We have internships and jobs available, money for research, and scholarship and money available for internships. We really want you to have some hands-on work as you continue. The School of Art and Design, you'll really create in a supportive, multidisciplinary environment, encourages creativity, research, and travel. And you're not going to major in a particular medium. Your BFA is a comprehensive degree. And we really look forward to students really growing in a real makerspace area. And our division of Performing Arts offers majors in music and theater, and then we have minors in dance, music, theater, and performance design and technology. And the program is really designed to be inclusive of all skills and ability and experience. Our School of Engineering offers 6 different majors listed here. Some of them are pretty unique programs. It's a hands-on learning experience from the beginning. You're going to be right in those engineering classes. And we have over 80,000 square feet of lab space where students really get to learn, create, and explore their passions. You'll interact with world-renowned professors in small classrooms right from the beginning. Of particular note, our programs in ceramic, glass, materials, and biomaterials engineering. Those vials that the vaccine was transported in were designed by graduates of Alfred University. Also that screen on your iPhone, same way. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, as I mentioned earlier, is the largest of our 4 colleges and schools, offering the most academic major options. There's over 60 majors and minors. Our students are also doing, as I mentioned earlier, research, hands-on learning right from the very beginning. We are also proud to offer Phi Beta Kappa and then really neat honors programs with classes like the science of Harry Potter to living on $1 a day to the science of baking. So some really cool, not just honors level classes, but a separate program I would encourage students to take a look at. Our College of Business offers numerous majors and minors such as marketing, health planning and management, data analytics, and we offer 4+1 Masters of Business Administration programs so that students can walk away in 5 years with their MBA. Our students are launching businesses from campus. They're working with local, national, and international companies on a variety of different projects and internships, and they really do travel around the globe to enhance their college experience, their classroom experiences. So a little bit about what happens outside of the classroom. Really what happens outside of the classroom is as important as what happens inside the classroom, and the college experience is really what you make it. So our students are involved not only on the campus of Alfred University, but within the community. There are over 80 clubs and organizations, outdoor clubs, cultural organizations, service organizations. We have 22 Division III varsity athletic teams, along with several clubs and intramural options. And you're not going to be bored at Alfred unless you want to be. We really are the cultural hub of the area. So your faculty members and administrators come back to campus, they're involved in campus, and you get to meet them and know about them in a little bit different way. We are residential. We require that you live on campus for 3 years. Your 4th year is up to you, and you can choose to move off campus or take advantage of our number of different types of opportunities, from apartments and suites to learning environments on campus. 2 dining halls on campus, including opportunities for Starbucks and Freshens and kind of an all-you-can-eat, as well as a grab-and-go type of experience. Application process, it's free to apply to Alfred. There's an early action deadline of December 1, regular preferred of February 1. We require high school transcript. We are test optional, letter of recommendation, and essay. Common application or our own, either one is fine with us. And if you apply to the art school, we do require that you submit an art portfolio, which would be submitted through Slide Room.
All right, and that is unfortunately the end of your time. Thank you so much for that presentation. We just have one quick final piece of our event today. In the order in which you presented, what is one thing you want students to remember about your school? So we will start, and if everyone wants to hop on their cameras again, that would be awesome. We will start with Florida Memorial University. Take it away.
Yeah, I got kind of jealous of Kara when she showed the dog because we have a lion mascot, so I don't think it would be safe for us to have a lion on campus. But what we do have are these incredible iguanas that are just enormous. They're like little mini dinosaurs that roam our campus. So if you want to see these awesome dinosaur-looking orange iguanas, our students treat them like pets. They jump up on the table for you to feed them. No, you cannot pet them, but they're very friendly. They like to eat. I've seen them eat corn on the cobs, hot dogs. So we don't have beautiful bulldogs, but we have these awesome orange iguanas. That's all I got. Thanks a lot, Kara, for showing that bulldog.
Yeah, those are some big points, you guys. Love the animals. Full Sail University, go for it.
I can't even top that. We don't have iguanas or dogs. So what I usually like to say is just our motto is what I would like you to remember. If you're serious about your dream, we'll take your dream seriously. We really are dedicated to doing everything that we can to help your dream be realized when it comes to what you would like to do with your career. So just know that if you choose Full Sail, we'll be behind you every step of the way through graduation and then through your career.
Great. The University of Alabama.
So we don't have dogs either. We have our elephant. We have Big Al, and Big Al is my spirit animal. I love him. He is involved in all elements of campus, goes to all the games. Sometimes you'll catch him walking down the street. And that's the thing that I want to bring about information to you about campus is that we are a large university, but we can make it feel very small. It does not feel that there are 35,000 students on campus. It feels like a cozy, warm hug. When you're walking across the campus, Southern hospitality is alive and well, and it lives in Tuscaloosa. So that's what I will just end with.
Love that. SCAD.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just to echo what Judy said about Southern hospitality, the same can be felt in Savannah as well. But no, the one thing we don't have dogs or iguanas or anything like that, but we do have ghosts. Savannah is the second most haunted city in the United States. We're right behind New Orleans, so you're number 2. So if you love supernatural things and you like just some fun trivia and things like that, that's the great thing about being in a place like Savannah. Every building has a story, every corner has a story. So it's just a really, really cool place to live and work and play in. Same thing for Atlanta as well. So that's pretty much what I want to leave you with on that end.
Mm-hmm. Butler University.
Well, I'm just going to stick with the bulldog. I mean, if it's broke, don't fix it, or whatever that saying is. But yeah, Blue is super awesome. Every year we host a bulldog beauty contest where we have like hundreds of English bulldogs on the campus. So that's always a cool opportunity. Also on our application, we also ask questions about like your pets in your household. One time I had a student whose cat was named Cat Wagley. So I thought that was cute, but yeah, love Blue.
All right, and Alfred University.
Sure. So when you're named after a king, the education king, King Alfred, as you may have seen some of the statues on campus, we would not be complete without a castle. So we have a really cool castle on campus. It actually hosts our Career Development Center, and we encourage students to stop in there from freshman year on. But it's a really neat campus site for us. So we welcome folks to come visit and check it out. Thank you, Kara. Or Becca, sorry.
Thank you. All right. And thank you everyone so much for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all other session recordings at strivescan.com/CASDANY. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.